But my training right now, you know, it's good work, but we also have a lot of other stuff going on, so sometimes you just gotta get into like a shorter workout and see how it goes, right? You're back? Yeah, I unbanned you. I'm not completely familiar with what that meme is, but I don't think it's something that I want to like have taken place in my chat. I don't think so. So you had to get a quick TO on that one. Yeah, we gotta get warmed up, team. For some squats. Show these leggies some love today. Legs need love. Been only a couple days since our last leg workout, which is usually how that works, but still. Gotta get them. Gotta get them going. So we'll do this workout and then we'll game a little bit and go from there. US West? Okay, I'm on Voltan. Voltan. Yeah, let me know how you like Gunlance. It's on the list of alts. Yeah, Voltan is bumping. Voltan is bumping. It's good to see it. Very cool. I think I might do some front squats today. That's what I've got set up over there. There's some front skis. And we're gonna ease into it today. Ease on in. Let's see if they're fine. Good to see you guys. Glad to be hanging out. Oh! Yeah, front squats and this kind of thing is kind of probably going to set us up pretty alright today. So Archer put his little pose down there. Move this for sure. Yeah. Some gentle pumps. Some leggies. I think front squats would be good today though. And then we can do some not hex bar, we can do some RDLs too. I was thinking of doing hex bar today, but I think we've been giving my arms enough work that I don't want to do that. All talk was good. Yeah, so like, you've seen the endgame stuff, right, Solution? There's literally like Monster Hunter raids in it, it's awesome. We were pumping on those songs last night, it was good. Hi Amy, good morning. What's up? Good little session, knocked out the dailies and made some gear gains. It's good. Yeah, the content that opens up to you on max level is really fun. Really fun. Definitely digging it. You need someone? Aww. That's cutie. He's stuck on the quads. That's cuties. And happy Valentine's Day indeed. It's good to celebrate love every day, but especially on a day like this. Oh. Glad to have a lot of love flowing in our community, that's for sure. Ooh. Ooh, boy. Definitely feeling a little bit of fatigue from all of our work recently. That's okay. Like I said, we use today as kind of like a transitional day to go from the weekend into the big week. And hopefully our schedule should be a little tighter tomorrow. Maybe not stay up quite as late tonight. Let's see. Hard to turn down an opportunity to meet and greet with, 4,000 plus viewers, right? Hard to turn that down last night. Team makes feel like you get in the gym. It's a good idea. Ugh. Came to the gym yourself. Oh, nice. What'd you do today? Nice, nice. What'd you get into workout-wise? I don't know, ladies. What's on the games menu for you? Yeah, we did a chorus giveaway yesterday too. That was really fun. The Lost Ark vibes have been so good recently. So good. I love it. Makes me very happy. Pump up these old leggies. Ooh. Yeah, the accumulated fatigue. I can feel a little bit. All good. Let's deep butter. The Lane Norton, where's your program? Yeah, Lane owns, so probably in good hands there, right? Get legs in it, yup. We're gonna get in the gym, and the plan, and all we need is a short one. All we need is a little leg loving. But we'll see how we feel. Don't need to do a whole lot today. If we can get warmed up and feeling good, then maybe we'll spend some time in here. Even if it cuts into the gaming a little bit, but that's okay. Gotta get the work in today. Cousin is literally a bodybuilder? Yeah, that'd be fun to work out together. I'm sure they would love it. Some other professionals. What up? Can always start working out at home a little bit too. Doing push-ups and body weight squats and crunches and stuff, right? Hey, legs today? Oh, nice. Yep. A little bit of leggies on the menu for me too. Just to get some blood flowing and show him some love. Your cousin is Markers. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I think Markers does weightlifting, not so much bodybuilding, as far as I know, right? Or I thought he was more in like Olympic weightlifting. That's my buddy right there, Markers. He owns. That's my bud. But still, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to train with you and help you learn the ropes and stuff. That's super cool though. Hey Marvin, that's my bud right there. Ooh, it is a nice, beautiful, warm, sunshiny day outside here in California. That's great. Let's see how the fronts feel today, just to get warmed up a little. I'm not gonna go real heavy, I don't think, but we're just gonna try to get some blood flowing. Oy. Have your own gym? It's very nice. Love it. Love it. Very grateful for it. Maybe put it to good use too, huh? Try to. Definitely a dream come true for me. product of some effort as well. A lot of luck too. Oh man. Slap some weight on. It's to work now. That's going under. Oh no. Chilly, chilly. That was beautiful out in Cali. This is good weather for the Super Bowl. Yeah, sometimes. I can open it a little bit. It's probably a nice enough day to open it today if we wanted to. I think the lighting does throw off the camera a teeny bit, but we could. Could. Oh man, cows are talking. Ooh. I don't know why that is. Cows are chatty doing those. Oh, they're reluctant to wake up. It's alright. Ah. We'll do what we gotta do. We'll get there. We'll get there. Boom. Ooh. Oh. Let me get their attention a little bit. Maybe I'll pop those weights out and just do some real nice and light hamstring warm-ups. Hardly any weight at all, just a little stretch and squeeze action on there. This came with some from the Lost Ark, saved from the Mad Games, my man Drayden. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Games and games, brother, that's how we do it. More of both on the way. For the long haul. Yes, sir. Getting the gains in now, a little bit of gaming. After that, then we'll take a little break for the evening family hangout and then be back for the nighttime. Oh man. 76 pounds down is crazy effort. Good job, dude. Good job. And the weight training's picked up the last few weeks as well. Nice. Yeah, that'll make you feel good. It all fits together really nicely. Good job on the weight loss. And, yep, you're on the path, dude. You're on the path. Love it. Put a little more weight here too, momentarily. Happy Valentine's Day. Aw, thanks, Primordial. Appreciate it, guys. You guys have a tremendously positive impact on my life too, so. A team effort here. Well, you're getting there, Drayden. Keep working hard, man. That's gonna be your comeback story. It's exciting. And late night, thank you so much, man. Big flex. Those 5 subs, bro. Far too kind, man. Looking up some homies with that. Look at those long time resubs there. Love to see it. Thank you, man. Pumping us up. Let's go. Yeah, I need a little more weight on there for sure, though. Oh. Gotta get them hamstrings and glutes feeling the love as well. What's up, Panda? Starting it up for the day. Had to get a little bit of sleep after last night's late night gaming session. Wake up, get a little bit of administration done. Hit the gym, game a little, fam time a little, and then game a little more. That's our trajectory and our plan for the day. Should be a fun one. Gotta execute now. First things first. Get a little weight moving. Even if for these it's just body weight. Oh, stinging. Ooh. Stinging. Oh. On them calf raises. Ooh. Staying in. I'm just gonna do a little bit more weight because that actually felt pretty good last time. Don't need to go a whole lot heavier if we're getting that activation going. Thank you though, man. That's really kind. Getting us on the board. Getting things started for the day. Not gonna be a huge 10-hour gaming session today, but we'll get some work in. We'll get some work in. That's how we do it. And we'll get some gains in too, of course. Yep. Oh. Yep. Feeling that. Oh my goodness. I'm moving at you. Thank you so much, man. Big flex 11 months, dude. Oh. Thank you, Danny, for the prime as well. You did on getting that promotion at work? Oh, snap. You got this. Let's go. Congratulations. Big flex in the chat for you, too. Let's go. I've been working out since I was, a kid. Been going to the gym since I was 12. I'm 32 now, so literally 20 years, but you can get in better shape than me in a shorter period of time for sure. But it's been part of my life for a long time. And I love it. I love it. Just like that, getting close to a hype train. Okay, now, big flex for you, Hack. Thanks for the 14 months. You're mighty close. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. Oh. The pumps. Same age, that's sick. Oh. It's a good age to be, man. No, only in the morning. Sometimes it's just in the morning and sometimes at night, yeah. Just kind of have to roll with it in terms of the way our schedule works. Ideally, I work out in the morning, but sometimes the workouts, like on the weekends, the workouts might not happen until nighttime. I have trained twice a day, but not currently. What's up, dude? Good morning. Oh. Oh, yeah. Right now it's just one session, but just a teeny bit variable, especially on the weekends it's different, and then transitioning from the weekends to the weekday can take a couple days too, but we're good. hippies. Yeah. I stretch a lot. I don't do a lot of static stretching these days, but try to use full range of motion. It's really light right now, though. Yeah. So for front squat, I'm like this. I just hold the bar on my chest. I used to do a lot of stretching when I was younger as a runner, and I think that flexibility carries over. But I don't do as much static stretching now, just mostly full range of motion. Yeah, just start with low weight, Earhart. But yeah, you're really getting your chest up and getting your shelf going, and your hands are just kind of keeping the bar there. But I feel like I can get a good, good brace in my core and good thoracic extension to try to help get that going the right way. I feel like as the weight gets heavier, I have to kind of like crunch my abs more. Keep that in mind. But I don't usually front squat super heavy. Front squat's one of those forms of squat where I feel like I can get like really good range of motion. So it's more like a stretch and a focused stretch and contraction thing rather than moving big weight. Chest and buys is a very, very fun workout day. Enjoy that one. Enjoy it. Get you some momentum for the week with that. Some pumps. Yes, indeed. Ooh, and the calves are talking today. I don't know why. Oh, sound like sitting around. They want a little bit more love than they've been getting, I guess. Yeah. They need something. Hammies aren't looking too bad either. Some meat. That's where Archer gets some legs from his daddy right there. Archer, he's got the meat legs. That's what I tell him. I said, boy, you got the meaty meat legs. That boy, he got the meats. Get it from his daddy. The mama kind of thick though too, though. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Am I forcing myself to eat a ton? No, I don't really have trouble getting food in usually. But yes, I mean, you definitely, if you're trying to make gains, you definitely want to eat. But I don't have trouble eating. But yeah, you gotta do it though. Gotta get that food in you. But I'm at a pretty comfortable 4,000 calories a day right now, which is about all I need to do some slow gains. That's working. Gonna do a little bit of light fronts and little hammies. Hamstrings. And glutes. Yeah, but hockey builds up them legs too, for sure. Skating around, I would bet. Other guys with cheesy pasta? No. Definitely a fair amount of white rice, but cheesy pasta could get it done, I guess. Your legs hurting after a max rep PR? That's okay, you'll be alright. Gotta recover a little bit. I mean, since I track my calories all the time, I just kind of adjust, right, Earhart? So it's really more of a matter of trial and error, right? Making the adjustment and knowing what certain amounts will do. My website can maybe give you an estimate, but the main thing you have to do is track and trial and error it out. Ooh. Yeah, exclamation mark subs to link to my supplements. We're sponsored by Legion and I use their stuff, just natural, good quality ingredients at the appropriate dosages. It's good stuff. Better be seeing the exclamation mark. Bulk video, Earhart? Yeah. Just doesn't seem to join. Yeah, that's like me for my shoulders. My shoulders are like, nah. 5 grams creatine, that's good stuff. Yep. So. You can add some pre-workout there. You can add some of that good Legion Pulse to that setup right there. Whether you want the stim or the non-stim version. I'm a big fan of the Pulse pre-workout, my favorite one ever. Ooh, good stuff. Oh, the ballpark of that? No, I don't remember. I've repressed that memory. We got our equipment new from Rogue though, so it wasn't the inexpensive options. But I've definitely repressed the memory. I'm like, look how nice this is. That's what I'm focused on. But it's a dream come true for me, right? It's many, many, many years in the making. So I said, we're gonna get ourselves some nice equipment, we're gonna take good care of it, and we're gonna love it, so. Sign the check. Grateful to be in a position to make that happen though, for sure. Yeah. And we didn't do it until we owned our own home too, so. Second mortgage, no, you guys are really good to me. You guys are really good to me, so we don't have to stress about doing nice things every once in a while. Thankfully, you guys are great. Keep tuning into these gym streams, we'll pay it off eventually. Yeah. Well worth it, well worth it. I'm in here every day. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Put a little more weight on there. Woo. Yeah, just getting warmed up, Mortius. Back squats for sure. I just fully doing fronts today. I mostly do push-pull legs, and I'm 32. The fronts just feel good. Feel like the right move today. Just get in here and get some activation, not a big balls to the wall, heavyweight workout, just get a little something going, you know? Get some blood flow, get some range of motion, keep it moving. What we can do is we can hit some heavy ass weight, not tomorrow, but the next day on hex bar. That could do the work. Good to see that, Mortius. Yes, sir. Get this thing going. Get the vibes rolling. transitioning from the weekend to the weekday with Monday. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of a weird split schedule, but that's alright. We'll get the work done. Have a good time. Make it happen. Can I explain junk volume? I'm probably a big culprit of junk volume. Where you're doing work that's not necessarily progressive or helping you recover. It's just kind of working to just do stuff. But I don't know. I think I'm probably a culprit of junk volume, but it's good for my heart. It's good for my soul. That maybe it's activity or lifting that's not with a specific goal in mind, maybe. Do I have body dysmorphia? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I can certainly see room for improvement, but I don't think I have like a warped view of who I am or my physique necessarily. Hey Cass, what's up, man? 6 month streak with the 7 months total. What a beast. Thank you, dude. I certainly will. You keep doing your thing, man. You more down, madman. Oh. Thank you, dude. Doing our thing. No, but I think that when it comes to my physique, I'm usually on my own team on that one. I'm like, you know, we're doing a good job. I like the way I look. I like the way I feel. But I also am excited about the reality that I have a lot of room to improve still, right? But I am mostly excited about that rather than disappointed that I'm not there yet, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of it means, this comes out of me enjoying the work, right? Having a certain degree of mindfulness and trying to be in the moment about things. I'm not an expert on that, but it's like something I try to do. Like I certainly can get overwhelmed and anxious and maybe hyperanalyze things that I have done or stress out about things that I haven't done that I feel like I should be or whatever, but like the effort with that, along with bodybuilding, with a lot of things, is like try to be in the moment and try to focus on what you're doing right now. And that helps me out. Right now I'm using the Bose Sport earbuds. I used to get really annoyed by the touch controls, so I had to kind of adjust some things, but yeah, they're pretty good. The touch controls haven't been as annoying recently, but sometimes they'll just activate nothing, but maybe they did an update or something, and it hasn't been happening as much recently. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah. No, I mostly just like training. I just like the way it makes me feel. The physique benefits are definitely something that's exciting and fun, but I wouldn't say that's even the main focus. But I also think I have a fairly realistic vision of like where I'm at, right? Because I put my body through like a range of physiques, right? Then, you know, pretty bulked up and certainly have gotten fairly lean for competition, so I've seen what I'm capable of. I'm not really in stress. What's up, Brunner? You keep dusting up? No, not right now. I mean, occasionally I do, but it's not a constant sort of thing. Oh, big Bruner. What is up, brother? A little bit of leggies. Max deadlift, what's ever done is 485 in terms of single lift, but I think we'll be able to beat that in a little while. So I keep doing what we need to do, lay the foundation. On rest day? Oh no. Do a little something. Valentine's Day. Get some workout in, play some video games, hang with the fam. Nothing too crazy. I'm eating about 4,000 calories right now. 500 deadlift yesterday. 500 deadlift is fantastic, man. Way to work. Good job. I'm a big fan of the hex bar, but it's just a very different movement. It doesn't. You can call it a hex bar deadlift, but it's not really the same thing. So when I say what my deadlift PR is, I'm not talking about hex bar. But I'm a big fan of the hex bar though. So the strength base, oh snap. It's about to go down. Bruner's about to ascend. The world is not ready. The world ain't ready for the Bruner strength phase. I think it's big lifts going. That's exciting on that elk, man. Maybe I'll get there eventually. Wow, honey. We'll see about it, huh? We are in a small surplus right now, so getting a little bit of strength along the way would be nice. Gotta start getting a little more sleep to gain a lot of strength, but the iron is pretty hot with Lost Ark, and you gotta hit it while it's hot with content creation sometimes, so doing my thing. Definitely keeping the workouts going and stuff, but that's the main focus, right? That's nice. That's nice. Vertification taking place there. That's real nice. Yeah, I have my own guild. I need to make more guilds though. And Sage, I'm guessing that's 160 pounds body weight, right? That's awesome, man. Maybe you got some long arms on you, huh? Maybe. Or you're a beast. Yo, thank you so much, dude. That big reso. Let's go. That's a big one. 43 monther. Sheesh. Thank you, man. Here we go. More narrow stance than sometimes. Long arms, strong back, awesome. Not like a deadlift specialist in the making right there. Oh. Excellent. That'll work, Burn. That'll work. Well, it's pretty lightweight on the squat, so the depth is part of the fun. What makes it count, right? Let's get a little bit of that stretch and squeeze going. Yes, indeed. And those chaos times, they're really something, huh? They're fun. They're really fun. They're smashing. Love it, especially as a berserker. Just spec AoE and go nuts. Love it. Heavier loads, less depth. Yeah, you're a young fella. It still does something. Still does something. Oh. As long as you're doing safely. Oh. As long as you're staying safe. Woo-wee. So, one of the things that I learned about the guild quest is you actually have to go accept it. You have to go into your like Alt-J menu and scroll over to like guild and actually accept the quest or it won't count towards stuff. I still haven't seen anything count towards it yet, but I noticed that. Oh. Pretty wild, Bruner. So I sometimes somewhere to go? Maybe. I think it's like usually like guild quests I have like to do just doing certain activities. At least as far as I can tell. I feel like I missed that 3 from Norbert. 1 second. Oh no, I answered that question. The earbud one? Okay, there we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. 450 for 8. Oof. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. So sis, getting some morning pumps in, dude. Get the day started out in the gym, just showing these legs some love, getting them juiced up. Nothing real heavy, I don't think, but a little something, something. I was reading was cubed like chest, so I don't know if it just means looting it. I think so. There's like a particular dungeon called the Cube Dungeon. There's that. I feel about a hit. I mean, it's fine. It's not something that I do a lot of, but I mean, like I could definitely respect it and see how it can be fun. Definitely. Yep. Yep. I respect you keeping it tight sometimes, Bruner. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't just have these pump Valhalla 2 hours plus workouts all the time. You need to know the PR song. There's different ones. Different songs mean different things. It's not always the same song. Yeah. I'm with you. Same thing with like what we're doing right now with Lost Ark. Sometimes you gotta get in here and knock it out. Today might be one of those days. We're not gonna be in here quite as long, you know? There's a tune up for the weekend. Get out. Yep. Sounds good to me, Crusader. Let's get him from Legion. You're good to go. Pre-workout creatine you get from Legion from Pulse and Recharge. They don't make BCAAs because the science isn't strong on them, but I like them just fine. But yeah, sounds good. Just get it from Legion. Oh, exclamation mark Legion. Get on in there. Use that link in the code. Show my sponsor some love. Oh. Some little pumpers there. I got respect for full range of motion, don't get me wrong, but sometimes them pumpers, man, do it. No, I compete in bodybuilding, not powerlifting. So, where I have my pro status is in a federation called Muscle Mania, which is a drug-tested natural bodybuilding federation. kind of found them. There was a show local, I was like, I'll do that one. Ended up winning, earning my pro status. Like, all right, cool, good stuff. Now powerlifting isn't my focus. Definitely on the bodybuilding side of things. I'm doing one of these. Gotta take a long recovery time between squats here, but whatever. What it is. One of them days. Pumping. Hey, show them some love. Get them talking. Convince them to grow. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Hydration? Yeah. Pre-digested protein. No. There's protein isolate, which is different, but I don't know about pre-digested protein. What kind of protein is you trying to take? But you get the Legion, either the whey isolate or the plant protein. Both of those digest real nice. So does the casein for me, but what my goals with training? Improving in bodybuilding is like one thing, but I mean, my main goal for training is to feel good every day. That's the main thing. Because I like the way working out makes me feel. It helps me get my energy right, my head right. It just gives me momentum for my life. But my bodybuilding goals are, improvement and whatnot. But yeah, the main thing is I train because I love it. It helps me be who I want to be and how I want to be. That's the main thing. But I do compete in bodybuilding. That's kind of part of the deal. Okay, interesting. Hydrolyzed, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about that. But if you just need whey protein isolate, the Whey Plus from Legion is that. But I find the Plant Plus protein to digest really well too. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So we're on the meals prep. Check out !Factor. Factor is a service that'll send you ready-made meals to your door. You just pop in the microwave and eat them. They're really good. Yeah. !Factor. I weigh about 205 right now. 205 pounds. Slowly on the way up. At 5'11". Slowly on the way up. A little more on there. I kind of believe so, yeah. 185? I mean, I weigh 185 when I'm really dieted down. You can try a Crusader, yeah. It's pretty light too. Hopefully it looks good. Yeah, Factor's fantastic. I love them. They're a sponsor of ours last month, and I have continued to order from them because it's just good and helpful. My wife likes it back there. Archer, our little baby boy, likes it. He eats it, so I'm like, all right. It's good stuff. Yeah. So if you struggle with meal prep, Factor is one option that you have. It cuts down the time that you take, you know, shopping and prepping and cleaning up. So you can factor that in when you're thinking about the cost of it. Yep. Save a lot of time. Oh. And effort. Going all this stuff. Back to gaming or gaining or working, whatever you're up to. Definitely worth for us around here. Time is tight. Time is precious. Whew. So even if it's just a couple meals a week, it helps you kind of carve out some time. It's good. How many shaker bottles do I have? I have 2 in rotation, but Legion sent me a lot. I have 2 in rotation though. Yeah, Legion freaking hooked it up, man. They're such a fantastic sponsor. A dream sponsor, so I want to work with them forever. So if you guys are in the market for new subs, use our link, use our code, show some love to our sponsor. I'd appreciate it. What a wing bond, thank you so much for the sentiment. My gosh. Helping us up. That's the case for all of our sponsors though. Oh, if you guys are in the market for new peripherals, new PCs, new subs, PC protection, hit up our sponsors, man. Show them love. What are some subs you recommend to lean but still gain that muscle? Supplements aren't really going to be the determining factor for that. But I mean, I like pre-workout creatine, protein. You can type !Legion quiz, take a quiz on your goals and what supplements might be helpful for you. But getting lean is going to be in deficit of calories. Building muscle is going to require progressive overload, sufficient volume, and oftentimes a surplus. But if you're new to lifting, you can use fat and build muscle at the same time. Top notch, Crusader. You're in a deficit of working out and you're doing the right stuff. I would say a pre-workout creatine and protein if you want it. I like the protein a lot. A green supplement is also very interesting. I've been adding that in. They have multivitamins and stuff that I like that I'm using as well. The pre-workout and creatine for sure. Yeah. Yep. If you're eating healthy and you're working out, I mean, like, you're doing the right stuff, right? At least from like the very, very basics, right? It's a good start where you're at, so. I like the looks of that, at least, right? Oh. That pre-workout creatine would be like tier 1 subs. For me, tier 1 subs. And then for a month, awesome, keep it up, dude. Go-to snacks and meals making a surplus. A lot of white rice. I will mention this because we're on the topic of Legion. Now, Legion's protein bars are top notch. They're fantastic. Just natural ingredients, they taste good, they digest well, they make me feel really good. So, top notch there for the Legion protein bars. Highly recommend them. Have that with some oatmeal, oh my gosh, the pumps. Ugh. Highly recommend that too for like a snack. That's a good clutch, keep it up, man. And keep coming over here and asking if you got any questions. So we can help you out as the journey goes. You don't need to do heavyweight, you got the right idea. Just get in there and get your diet right and just get some kind of training. You don't even have to go real heavy. Oh, you can get a lot of work done with volume. Thanks for that prime, man. Basically, I do on YouTube, yep. But I also am here every day too. The things I'm doing aren't like super advanced or anything, right? You got it, dude. Trying to gain mass and be underweight. Can't be a deficit some days. See, I wouldn't do a deficit some days and a surplus other days. I wouldn't really recommend that. I would kind of pick one or the other. We'll see, Rap Cat, we'll see. How do you get a good level on a deadlift? Oh, sorry. My brain does not have enough oxygen for a second. How do you get a good deadlift on a Smith machine? Lock your lats in, brace your core, engage your glutes and hamstrings. Yeah. Yeah, exclamation mark sups and exclamation mark fat loss. Those are 2 commands. Yep. I'm real proud of you, Clutch. Became sober 10 years of drinking. That's hard work. Switching out your unhelpful habits for helpful habits is the right move, in my uneducated opinion about addiction and how to deal with it. I think working out and focusing on taking care of yourself is a good thing to do. This is lower back strain while deadlifting. Brace your core, lock in your lats, use your glutes and hamstrings, and don't go so heavy. Put your butt back. So instead of leaning over, you're actually hinging at the hip so the weight stays in the middle of your body, and you're using your lats and your core to let your hips and legs do the work. So I would go lighter until you learn what it feels like to actually engage your hamstrings and stuff. You can even practice on straight-legged deadlifts or Romanian deadlifts to see what it feels like to have the tension on your glutes and hamstrings. It's not the same thing as a deadlift, but that's something that you can learn how to do. I mean, when in doubt, just go lighter with the movement until you learn it. Because even taking a movement through a range of motion that's fairly light still helps you build muscle and helps you build familiarity with the movement pattern. So yeah, so when in doubt, lighten the weight and focus on form. I mean, I know some people say it's real. It's a real thing to do. I think it's about time to swap over to hamstrings on this, as a matter of fact, too. I'll let the squats take over the quad work here in a second. But no, for the deficit thing, you really would rather be in deficit all the time if you're trying to lose fat. Because the deficit takes time to do work, right? You need to accumulate about a 3,500 calorie total deficit in order to lose 1 pound. So it's really more like you nail the deficit all week and then you lose a pound over the course of that week, basically, right? So it's like you have to establish an edge, right? It takes a second to get that ball rolling to that edge, but then once you have it, you're just shaving the whole time, right? How do you keep your joints from hurting? I mean, for me, it's supporting the muscles around your joints and taking your body through a full range of motion, right? We do have a really cool community here. I'm a little bit biased, but you guys are awesome. I'm glad to have you here, man. We really do have something special around here. We're not the biggest community or the biggest channel on Twitch. We got something special going on here, I'll tell you. We've been here for a long time, too. Excited to keep it rolling. Hey, I would spend some time doing lighter stuff than focus on volume a little bit if your joints are feeling beat up. I mean, you can do chest flies and stuff if you want to do things that aren't hard on your arms, right? Sure, when it comes to eating, your funzos trying to eat a lot is hard. White rice is good. Peanut butter is good. Just bread and peanut butter sandwiches, that can get it going too. But rice is usually not very expensive, right? You eat a lot of you get a lot of calories from rice. You get some. I eat a lot of rice and like vegan butter with some salt. It's that rice just goes in so easy. You can eat an infinite amount of rice. I prefer white rice; it digests better. Yeah, white rice, butter, and salt. I like the plant-based butter, vegan butter. It just digests good. Pasta, yep. It's mostly a carbohydrate source, but if you can get enough protein somehow, you eat 6 heads of rice. I eat at least that much, yeah. I'm with you. It just goes down easy if you get the butter and salt on it. Peanut butter is good too. In college, I ate a lot of peanut butter sandwiches. Bread and peanut butter isn't usually very expensive. I respect the gains on a budget, bulk on a budget. But remember, you really only need about a 200 to 300 calorie surplus to make gains, right? So, yeah, white rice is easy to cook, easy to eat, easy to digest. Throw it in the, throw it in the refrigerator, then throw it in the microwave when you're ready to eat it. Really easy. Add a serving of butter, a little salt, good to go. Easy calories. You gotta get some protein still, but rice and beans is good too. Oh, peanut butter, yep. Good. Oh, a little stretch and squeeze action. Woo. That's awesome, Raj. Yeah, I've actually heard that a lot. People who are not necessarily new to the channel, but just maybe haven't checked in a while. Sick. Your femurs don't allow you to squat close to depth? Well, gotta keep practicing, I guess. Yeah, get healthy, cats. Yep. Got some primeval. Put the crowd in here. Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can for sure. Yep. I do the same thing with oatmeal. I just butter and salt. Have the protein on the side. What I've been doing recently is oatmeal and then one of the Legion protein bars. Oh my gosh. The pump from that just from food is kind of crazy. It's just good natural ingredients. Just gets it going, man. It's awesome. Just watch your bodybuilding journey on YouTube. If you had a couple tips to your former, so tell myself for your journey. Don't bother with low carb. Don't bother with low carb, and don't strain your pec. don't do that one extra set. Have that one time. I don't really require a lot of powerful flavors for my food. As for my pec, it was a perfect storm situation. A lot of weird stuff had to happen all at the same time. Basically, I'm just benching. But I had gotten my first round of the COVID vaccine, so my shoulder was like all swollen, and I was doing like a board press, and I was trying to do like a different kind of form, and I was fatigued. It was just I was trying to prepare for a power meet at very short notice. There was a lot of different weird stuff, so this happens. I like the savor. I just do butter and salt. Yeah, I mean, I've had all three, yeah. It's a good idea to go ahead and get vaccinated, in my opinion. We don't need to get all the way into it, but yes, I mean, I'm very, very much absolutely A-okay. Glad I was able to get vaccinated. Feels good. My shoulders get a little sore and my lymph node swells up, even for like the flu shot and stuff. It just happens sometimes. Not a big deal. It's just, like I said, it's just a whole bunch of different stuff had to happen all at one time for a little pec strain to happen. But yeah, I don't know. My bodybuilding journey's been pretty fine. Maybe we just wouldn't mess around with low carb. That's all. Not worth it. Anyway. No, I didn't tear it. It's just a little strain. A little strain in there. It's okay though. Yep. Yeah, nothing crazy at all. we all gotta do what we can to work together to get through it, you know? I think getting vaccinated is part of that. Just be safe and look out for each other, you know what it is. How did? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I would say if you need advice and you're starting your journey, I would tell you to understand how diet and nutrition works by watching the exclamation mark nutrition video, but that's different than the advice I would give my own self, I guess. I mean, if I knew about dieting and like nutrition like way earlier on in my journey, that'd be great, yeah. Just like as an athlete growing up, yeah. So that's the one main thing, and that's why we talk about it all the time. Because understanding nutrition at a basic level, like what I mean by that is like tracking your calories and stuff. That's what changes the game. So my bodybuilding journey kind of began in 2013, but if I knew about all this stuff when I was like an athlete growing up, that would have been amazing, yeah. Yeah. Of course, cats, get after it. Get after it, dude. Your muscle will come back quick. Oh. You're not no muscle. Carb cycling? I mean, if it helps you, go for it. Ever followed bad workout advice during a journey? Nothing memorable. Like, maybe I put too high of an emphasis on protein for a while. Like I said, I've done low carb before, and I don't think it's really all, like, the best thing for me personally. It's just like, the advice I would give myself is different than the advice that I would give a newbie, because there are things that I know that somebody else might not know. So when they ask me, what would you do? It's actually, are you actually interested in what I would do, or are you asking me what you should do? Because those are two different things sometimes, right? I'll give you different answers. But I mean, like, you know, low carb got me pretty lean. It's just not necessary. You can feel a lot better for training with more carbohydrates. I might need more weight on here, but I say that now. Wait till we're at 20, and maybe we don't need more weight. Then maybe we don't. Yeah, it gets there. It gets there. It gets there. How long have you been out of the gym? You didn't lose all your muscle. Even if you feel like you did, you probably didn't. So hang in there, dude. Hang in there. You'll be alright. Alright, let's do a little bit more work here, guys. Let's do a little bit more. We're not going to be here for a real long session today, but we're getting there. I am a big fan of direct ab work. I have not been doing a lot of direct ab work recently, but I am a fan of it, yes. Definitely. I'm a big fan of it. I think that doing weighted machine ab stuff as a kid, like as a young trainee, gave me a really, really strong set of abs early on. You have weak joints, taking collagen has helped you and your skin is done. That's very interesting because my understanding is that taking collagen doesn't do anything. Like your body just digests it like normal protein, but if you're feeling good on it, that's awesome. That's great. It's funny how that kind of stuff works, right? Like we, you know, who knows? Yeah, I'm a big fan of direct ab work. A lot of, like, for a long time I would do abs after every workout. I haven't been doing it recently, but I probably, you know, I would like to. It's just a time thing. Just haven't been using my time that way. Drops will be on when we play Lost Ark here soon. Whenever you see us on Lost Ark, you'll be able to earn points towards drops. Yep. Or earn progress towards drops, I should say. Yeah, we're doing our workout right now. Lost Ark's up next. We're gonna do a little bit of working out left, and then we got Lost Ark, and then gonna take a break for family time, and then we'll be back on for Lost Ark this evening. So stay tuned. Huh. Why are my calves so... Ooh. They're talking to me today. My goodness. They're really talking. They're really chatty today, them calves. Goodness. There we go. Couple more sets. Couple more sets. Hamstrings are definitely getting activated today too. It's good. Alrighty. Couple more of these bad boys and we'll be ready to swap over. I'm on Voltan and I do have a guild. My guild is full and we're going to work on getting more slots for it, but I'm also going to make guilds on all of my alts. So if you can't be in Bajheera's army, maybe we can get you in Bad Squeakwee's army, right? We could do Bajheera's army too and whatnot, but we'll see. We'll see. Ugh. But I'm thinking it'll just be like Bad Squeakwee's army, Bad Thor's army. All the same server. Yep, Voltan. That's correct. Yep, Voltan. Which is apparently a pretty bumping server. So is there a queue on Voltan? Maybe I should log in and now. Start working on that queue. Oh. Good. Whew. Bajheera's army too, yeah. All my alts are for new people? Yeah, that's the plan, is to pretty much spread it out so that I'm not gonna have alts in the main guild. Yeah. We can have like officers alts in the alts guild, yeah, exactly. Spread it out a little bit. Yeah, so is there a queue on Voltan right now? Woo. Woo-wee. Think so? Good, okay, great. Then we can finish up. I don't have to hustle over there and get it going. We'll finish up. We'll finish up. Man, oh man, favorite exercise? Right now, it's whenever I'm training. So today I love training legs. But overall, maybe hex bar deadlift from the high bar is just fun. Just load up heavy weight, feel the weight on your whole body. It's just fun. But if you're not feeling like working out that day, getting in the gym and getting some curls going is a good first step, right? Good first step. Only 4, 4, 6 months? Like, what does that mean? Your eye level? You're a higher eye level than me, bro. That's what you're talking about. You're a higher eye level than me. Chaos Friday Night is fun. I love Chaos Dungeons. That was so fun as a Berserker. I said, Mayhem Berserker? Oh my god, you shred the place. Holy crap, it's so fun. I love Berserker. But I do need to get my alts online so we can start earning juice on those dudes too. Start juicing them up. Oh man, oh man. Man, oh man. Oh. Why are my calves so stingy? Does that mean they're gonna grow? I hope so. Gee. I hope that's what that means. Ah. Really fun as War Dancer? Yeah, I've heard War Dancer's like a lot of AoE. How's that feel? Because I was thinking like, I want to do martial artist, so I was thinking maybe Scrapper for PvP. I think you can probably do a Abyss Dungeon right now, right? Striker's, I've heard Striker's kind of squishy. Okay. Everybody run for BBS girls. That sounds so fun. Big AoE. But yeah, I was thinking maybe Gun Lancer or Scrapper as my other alt, and then like a Death Blade as my first alt. All right, couple more sets, then we gotta roll. Doing good though. Fun little pumper day for the leggies. 100%, 100%. Yeah, I bet. PvP is pretty dang fun. I haven't gotten into PvP since launch myself because I've been kind of focusing on the Legends of Lost Ark event, but PvP in this game is pretty fun. Very combo focused. Might take some getting used to, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I think I'm looking lean. We're on the way up slowly, but yeah, not too fat right now. That's for sure. Not too fat. Well, WoW is much more about like consistent pressure and then burst and setups, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I need to get my islands done here pretty soon. Probably gonna work on that today. Maybe alts too. But we did the Guardians and Chaos Engines for today last night, so do some dailies and get some islands going. Yeah. Yep, pumpkin's lovely. A lot of fun. Yeah, you sail around and go do all the little islands. Each one's like its own like little storyline. You get like upgraded materials and stuff from it. Yeah, Shadowhunter looks cool. A lot of classes look awesome. All right. Yeah, scrapper looks cool. It does. It does. That's the thing, man, is that people are just like loving whatever they've got going, man. It's pretty cool. It's really good to hear that so many classes are fun for people. That's what you want, right? I'm just gonna hit one of these before the next hamstring thing. Got posts for workout routines anywhere? I mean, I stream the entire thing live every day, right here, and then I put them on the !gains channel, but I do other stuff too. Yeah, that's interesting, Evo. My understanding is collagen just digests like any other protein, but if it makes me feel better, I mean, go for it, right? Yeah. Yeah, scrapper sounds awesome. It's on the list. It's on the list. Oh, nice. Whew. Ugh. Man, oh man. Wait, which muscle? Oh, mustache? Oh, not very long. I just kind of does its own thing. Right, but does that podcast actually sourcing those benefits to research, or what? That thing's from Titan Fitness. JJ, man, thanks for the big old reset, brother. I'm like 68 months, all in a row too. Holy crap! Locked it in and kept it going. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Appreciate the love, dude. What up? What up? A little Monday morning leg pump for us before doing a short Lost Ark session. Previous studies, awesome. Glad to hear it. Like I said, what I've heard is I just digest like protein, but there's actually like evidence to suggest that it's helpful for like skin and stuff. That's great, yeah. Glad to hear it. Whew. You definitely do, JJ, man. Get back in the groove. I'm glad you did, as long as you can do it safely. I know the pandemic kind of makes things a little sketchy, but yeah. That's funny. I forgot about that. !form links to my 2015 bodybuilding show win. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty funny. And awesome. That's funny. Take it to him. Looking good. Looking good in 2015, looking full in that first round. Come out a little drier that second round. Take it to him. Hit him with it. Oh yeah. Bang. Love to see it. Don't be weird, Talks. Yeah, that's interesting. Blake, very interesting. There we go. Oh. That was a fun competition. That was a fun one. Proud of that work right there. Tell you what. Proud of that work. Oh, I'll try to be even better this next time. Try to be even better. I really did not do very many hamstring curls today. We did a lot of those. Whenever we do our hex bar work, I'll try to get more hamstring curls in. I can get a couple more sets for the days over though right now. But we did a lot of RDL stuff. Yeah, we'll come back and do more hamstring curls. On our hex bar back day in 2 days. They feel like they got some activation. A little bit of fatigue in there. Oh man. No, definitely, Blake, thanks for sharing. I'm not aggressively one way or the other. Just sharing, what I've heard too. Cool. Oh boy. Alrighty, team. There's definitely some moments where I can't really put words together very well after a set. That happens. It happens. All good though. Oh boy. Not a half bad little morning pump though. That's for sure. Not bad at all. Little hamstring loving, little squats. Make the video look bigger than Vance. Come on now. Make that player a little bigger. Help me out. I ain't cleaning and jerk nothing. We're on the way out, man. We're wrapping this thing up. We gotta go play some games a little bit before the boy comes home, get some family chill time in. Maybe grab a set of these hammies. But yeah, we're gonna be in here doing hex bar heavy. Not tomorrow, the next day. So that'll give us another opportunity to hit some quality hamstring action. And once again, it's not like the RDLs didn't involve the hamstrings. Pumping the quads on this machine is pretty fun, so I feel like I usually end up doing way more quads than hamstrings on here, but whatever. All right. Let's wrap it up here, guys. I'm gonna get ready to swap over to the gaming stream. We'll probably have about 3 hours or so to play while it's dark. Enough time to knock out some dailies. Maybe get the alts going. That might be fun. Boost an alt, and then I can do islands tonight. That'd be fun. We'll see how it goes. Either way, appreciate the love. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the stream very, very soon. Peace.